Hi, my name's Emma and I run the Dating Mermaid. In this short video, I just wanted to talk about the 5 essential dating skills that every woman needs if she wants to date wisely and successfully. There are many skills that can help you find the one, but essentially all these skills will fall under these 5 categories. So let's have a look at the 5 essential dating skills. Skill number 1, the ability to meet many men. It's really important to meet as many men as possible on your way to finding the one, because as a result you'll get an awful lot of information about what types of men you like and what types of men you're not particularly partial to. And you can't gather that information by just meeting 1 or 2 men and then settling for those. What you'll also do is you'll avoid a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset happens when a woman believes there aren't many good men out there, or she doesn't have many good options. Women who have a scarcity mindset will essentially settle on one of the first men that she meets, and then she'll often focus on changing him into the man she wants him to be. This makes him unhappy, but it also makes her unhappy. So you want to avoid that. So the ability to meet many men is the first dating skill that you really need. Dating skill number 2, the ability to attract men. It's all very well meeting loads of men, and that's great, but you need to make sure that some of them are attracted to you. And then what you do is you choose the best one out of the ones that step forward because they're attracted to you. Now, there are certain things you can do to encourage men to be attracted to you, and there are certain things you can do that will generally turn men off. So, good dating behaviours, attractive dating behaviours are being warm and friendly, attractive, nice to them, feminine. A lot of men quite like feminine women and stuff. And generally giving him a positive experience when he's interacting with you. There are some negative dating behaviours that men are generally kind of turned off from. Being too aggressive is one, being a bit defensive, behaving in a masculine way, maybe being a bit needy, lacking confidence, being a bit harsh maybe, or moaning a bit too much. So these are behaviours that men are not really going to be attracted to. Now, I'm not saying that you need to change yourself completely just so that you can attract men. I'm just saying there are certain behaviours that you might want to develop so that you are more likely to attract more men, and therefore you have more men to choose from. I'm not saying, however, that you should change yourself into a pretzel just to get men to be attracted to you. Just behave in positive ways that will actually benefit you in the long run. Dating skill number 3, the ability to flirt with men. This is big. Flirting equals attraction equals a potential relationship. Men really like women that flirt with them. They get kind of excited when a woman flirts with them, and that excitement leads him to want to spend more time with her. So do remember, if you're not going to flirt with a man, you're not going to get that attraction, not going to build that attraction, and therefore it's unlikely that you're going to have a relationship with that man. So it's important to flirt or develop that ability to flirt with men that you're attracted to encourage them to move forward and ask you out. Right, dating skill number 4, the ability to interact positively with men. It's all very well meeting men, that's great. Attracting men, that's great. Picking the best one out of the ones that step forward, that's great too. But you want a man to hang around because you want to build a relationship with him. And that will only happen if you have positive interactions with that man. So I've mentioned already that qualities that men like, qualities that men are drawn to. So it's important that when you're interacting with men that you both have a positive experience. Otherwise, he might not want to have a relationship with you. So you want to avoid these negative behaviours that I've mentioned before and bring out those positive qualities of yours. Final dating skill, and this is a big one, the ability to let go, move on, and forget about the wrong men. This is really important. I have noticed that quite a few women do hang on to the wrong man for too long, hoping that one day he's going to change. In most instances, this doesn't happen. Also in these situations, women focus on the time they've invested in this man rather than the time they're potentially going to waste if they carry on spending time with this man because he's not the one for them. What I've also noticed is sometimes women will end a relationship with a man or will go on a few dates with a man who's not for her. Sometimes these men are potentially quite rude. And what she will do is she will carry on talking to her friends about these men that are not for her. She's already kind of moved on from them physically, doesn't spend any more time with them. But mentally she still hangs on to them because she keeps speaking ill of them to her friends. Every time she's talking to her friends about him, she's still mentally thinking about him. He's still attached in some shape or form. It's best to identify men that are not for you as soon as possible, and then physically and mentally moving on from them. Just focus on the type of man that you want to meet in the future rather than the men that you have met in the past. Mentally let them go, otherwise they're just going to be clogging up your subconscious mind, and it's not going to be good for you. Just going to be holding you back from meeting the right one for you. So let's have a quick recap. The 5 major dating skills. Meet many men. The ability to meet many men is really important because you want to know what you like and what you don't like. The ability to attract men is really important. So from all those men that you meet, some will step forward to you, and you basically pick the right one for you out of the ones that step forward. The ability to flirt with men is important because you want to create that attraction and therefore get a potential relationship from that man. Number 4, interact positively with men, because essentially men want relationships with women that give them positive experiences, women that enhance their lives. That's the type of woman that men want to have relationships with, and that's essentially what you want. Hence you're watching this video. And number 5, big one, let go, move on, and forget about the wrong men. Physically remove yourself, so don't text, don't phone, don't tell them how they need to change their behaviour, etc., etc. And equally, don't keep talking about negative experiences with men, with your friends. Just mentally let go, because if you keep talking about somebody who's not for you, you're still mentally attached. And if you're still mentally attached to one person, it makes it difficult to move on and meet somebody who's more for you. So I hope you've really enjoyed this really short video and have found some of it beneficial for you. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments box below. If you'd like more snippets of information on dating, relationships or breakups, you might want to check out these toolkits that I've created. Alternatively, you might want to grab a copy of one or both of my freebies. I've got 2 on offer here. So you might want to get a copy of How to Avoid Making the 3 Most Painful Dating Mistakes ebook, or alternatively, you might want a copy of the mini dating toolkit, or potentially you might want both. Now you can find my ebook and my toolkits over at my website, thedatingmermaid.com. Hopefully I'll see you there. Thanks for listening. Bye now.